of one to soil my trousers violently. How
拿钥匙卡。
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general
你
direction.
对我的分娩有意见？
As a natural byproduct of human physiology, no, of course not. As a vector of disease transference, most assuredly,
对不起，
yes.
我只是想引起你注意而已。
No, not asleep, merely waiting. I have sometime
我哪知道？靠背。
predetermined an occasion of momentous import would happen today, right here,
哦，
at these very coordinates.
是现在发生吗？
I'm inclined to think this conversation may contain some portentous value. Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis and... forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer... But now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance?
也许你描述一下。
Excogitation chapels are ordered prior to the war. Such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the
你提到突破具体词母，
confidential, I'm afraid. Many are still under peer review. But oh no, I could. However, if you, by my reckoning, the amount of logs to be collected, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
关于有人在花园的供水系统上做实验的传闻，你能说明一下吗？
You know, I mean, that is quite the allegation. I deny it effusively.
还挺会演的嘛，想再一次吗？
First, answer me this. What is your interest in this matter?
如果你们真的给人笑，当然有权知道
As
啊。
much as I relish the idea of it, perhaps if you were to help me out, if there's nothing else, I would like to return to my deep breathing exercises. Don't we all? Nothing beyond what I already included in my 165-page summary of the incident. Why do you ask? His resignation has been, on a more positive note, the Department of Predictive Analysis's biennial summits will be far less contentious. Landon Wiley, were his methods wrong? Unequivocally. Should he have come to me with his concerns? Undeniably. But by the architect, no. The order needs less, but let's move on to other topics, please. All this, everything within the guard. My word, you should have seen the debates over the shrubbery. I've never witnessed such passionate discourse. And what a hit. It was given to us by the matriarch. Cloister has two things in abundance: ice and geothermal power. Both made it the ideal location for the host. Do you think it mere coincidence the order was ready? But other stray inquiries are impossible, I'm afraid. If you're determined, I recommend consult. Oh yes, I'm aware. Better to know the spy in our midst than risk. Besides, Miss Doyle's harmless, and she serves the best conditions at the parlor, bar none. Did she express that as her intention? You should do as she asks. Get her that sample.
啊？你要？
This is an unparalleled opportunity to, after collecting the sample, mix it with this liquid tracer. It'll make the drug functionally inert and allow us to track it wherever it shows up next. Not as such. Not at the moment. I did not be... Here, take this key. It will grant you access to water.
槟榔女王。
Caution as you progress. There's been reports of personal activity in the area.
熊族兽，哦，熊族兽。
Standing by to stupefy.
Nullifying unknown.
Restore my life or avenge my death.
Enemy moving in the right way.
Multiplication in progress. There be none. I'm alive. Who wants to die?
熊族兽。
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in
Hello,
that scale.
layperson.
The amount of pain
门外汉
I can imagine is
妈
probably an
臭
objective
屁啊！
measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
你很屌是不是？嗯，
Which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to use a scale of 0 to
'Show your workers shove off.
Another object just gone. Nothing should work that.
Excuse me, I don't think you have...
Salutations. We've been doing our... I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with?
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the solar system.
Mobilizing. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
别！
confession to make. I have found silent, horrible. As any cobra dead. Shit.
Not in the mood for a random interaction. Thank you.
I can't go back out there. I feel like I'm going to succumb to panic.
All of you reinforcements from Laplace's garden are acting like scared little sprats. A life of luxury has weakened your resolve.
Sir, if you make me go out there, I fear I may tear my own eyeballs out.
Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
All right.
Seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts. They require the application of concussion.
Do I hear hammering?
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Approaching a Protectorate checkpoint. All Protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, voice analyzed, and phrenologically printed. Non-subjects should prepare to be shot, stabbed, blown up, eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with Protectorate law.
Check with some light instruction and a restorative cocktail. What the?
Combat prop.
And a Johnny fucking
That's analysis. Medic, please. Let's let them try.
小虐。 我17有，我操！
It's clear. Go, go, go. I have too much on my mind. Don't distract me. No reason to be distracted.
Limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some damned cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care. Your motivations are related to the illegal Get the girl! Don't leave all your anger now. Investigating hostile intentions.
Man.
Back. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Wait, that's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up. Yeah.
吃。
Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months. I've kept up on a few.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
还在这，有人帮我介绍吗？
Wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I am Honor East.
Seer.
No one's called him.
If I'd realized this was a formal visit, I'd have worn my fancy killing.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends.
Yes. With
Really?
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the... Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. It was a mistake.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And my research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs, salt tuna might... I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each...
我一次只能应付一个世界末日危机啊。
I'm afraid. Anais. I'm afraid it's... The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous.
Of all the bureaucratic... Marisol...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe.
I was developing a means of filling in certain blanks. Trillions. I knew the Council would judge it
Others facing similar trouble.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes, and it's quite concerning. I understand if your priority...
I might need a little time to ready this.
No, you should...
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well...
Good. 数学。
I wouldn't. Got something that needs doing, Command?
Inez's grafts are unfit. It appeared, not that it bothers me. She is an enemy of the...
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul.
I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants.
If it isn't, mind telling, browse all you like. Feel free to go.
要加沙。
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my.
附加属性。
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collect. That's an impressive no, your cards. You have multiple that I do not.
你是个可见对手，但还不够格呢。
Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood. 'Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the... In the wake of... I've heard sprats are battle sprats. Imagine rising opportunities. Behold...
Oh. $2000块机关，哈哈哈。 哦，买了。
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing. And if she were here waiting for me.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows.
Hello once more. I guarantee. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future. And not things that.
现在连修补都变得更困难了。
Damnation. Sounds like even before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer. The supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. In Auntie's choice, there's politics among waste technicians. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated well, just about everyone died. I made it to an yeah. Anyway. Can we get back to... Anybody even listening to this? Tell you stuff?
One thing I do like a lot, working with tools outside. Beats punching input keys all day, any day. If I never see another automatic.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
987选去哪？
Yes, yes, over here. Well now, you have an ineffable air of intrigue about you. Weren't raised protectorate, were you?
只有看你问的是谁了。
I'm Millie. We also tried to reconnect them with try to, that is.
你的组织有名字吗？
Not yet. Somebody suggested the unparadigmatic. Someone proposed the awful Freedom Association, which
自由态动联盟，哈哈哈哈。
collegial embrace around them from all of us. This isn't easy.
默默走过去抱了他一下，没事的。我们应该讨论一下你需要帮助这件事吧。
As I was saying, sometimes we do need a little assistance. Involves the mental refreshment facility on Praetor. Not sure what you know about the process, but we were told all our lives to replenish someone's zeal.
Why, that is the exact point of mental refreshment.
See what our society does to people? Even our peacekeepers don't know the truth of the peace they uphold. They never said. My father. He liked to alter official protectorate songs to make them about his favorite pitchball club. Wasn't expressly prohibited, but it was different.
帮你爸检举了。
I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
我要猜是你做的对吧？
Guess my guilt must be visible from space. Before I came here, before I learned the truth about mental refreshment, I was the one.
为何不自己去呢？
All of us here lack much in the way. The idea of pretty sure we're being charged 3 times the going rate for everything around here. If you want to know how that's going for. Didn't learn about all their lies till one morning. We were all marked for death because most of us have similar stories. None are quite.
好，我帮。
If you make it past the guards outside, look for my father. We'll post someone out back to wait for him, where the guards don't patrol.
姐妹。
You had your eyes open to the Protectorate's wrongdoings as well?
Stimulants, medicaments, drugs. Get your drugs here.
My gear has the fewest antis. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I got. You need coveralls. We got coveralls.
Meals currently sold. If you became, what may this unit rehydrate for you? Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero. Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Negative. When last seen, shop here to acquire fine food for cheap.
"要把他干掉吗？ Hello。
Mental refreshment.
Blades, bludgeons, bombs.
价格会提高，但是你有机会拆解出更双倍的物品。太偷打了吧？还有吧？当然不要，靠腰。变贵58太多了吧？ 要反击。哦，那这样还打不开啊！哇，完了，哎，那也是没办法。了。
Ready to dispense judgment.
哎呦呦呦！
Nothing tastes right here. It's all sin.
Grievous bodily harm on other people. I got it.
Greetings. How has the data collect? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the AC?
哦，是我摧毁他，还挺带劲的，白痴。
So the backstabbing nature of aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? That's certainly not ideal. Last question, were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might failing to recognize ability? This report is going to bear some glaring absences, which is unfortunate. Here's something for your time. It would have been more if I'd been able to complete this, but
得出结论什么
choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
等等，我还以为是做历史报告呢。
I am. If free market station, but if the order fails in Arcadia, none of that will matter. I'm just making the most of what you gave me. Oh, I'd be happy to. Anyone willing to? Now I need to get the.
你只是利用我。
Commander, a moment of your time.
Yeah?
Commander, I'm glad there's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
What? 偷袭谁啊？
I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. His message claimed he had information you asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the
为什么指示官是你最大的回忆对象？
our mentor always, but we have needed evidence. evidence.
你看他多亲近。
Virgil, now I would gladly give my life. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths, but little shall have changed.
你确定他还值得信任吗？
If there is one person, he too seeks the perpetrator of the
既
supreme.
然你们关系这么好，你怎么不在他旁边呢？
It was actually his suggestion, Virgil, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating.
我想见见他。
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
兄弟，你很急耶！
I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on the console seeks answers related to your...
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the console.
可是，究竟想从崔展那里得到什么答案呢？
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao?
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the cons.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
对，是谁？谁啊？
Acknowledge that in my haste to see Virgil, I see
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that...
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed. For I
继续听他们讲。
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel.
You may not believe me, but enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
崔展，你打算怎么做？
This is a ploy, and the console is on to Virgil and I.
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you...
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
别激动，别激动。
I appreciate the support. Though we...
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
想和平解决，听我的哦。
Very well, but be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for
说服。其实我是一名被仲裁官拉到追捕的罪犯，是他让我认识到自己的过错哦。
Do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
因为我身上绑的炸弹，一旦心跳停止就会爆炸。
That's right. It's filled with.
Keep back.
吓到了，他吓到了。
Strong sentinel.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
Oh?
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf.
What must you think of me? Or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
有密室，这可不像保护国的作风啊。
Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake.
Or it is yet another false.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
都要向老板汇报失败，你竟然还笑得出来啊
If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice. I will take my leave of the lot of you.
I shall follow him out. Just... That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said. Though I have...
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
什么急？我只是说实话而已。
doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope...
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. I do. I regret we've...
Worry not. I have several leads. I shall make certain no other puppets of the Consul yet seek us.
I've only visited Oculus collating post a handful of times.
Let's try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows anyone to choose their path in life. The free market is good.
Free market? Ah, preposterous. If it were free, anyone could take what they wished at any time.
It ain't free like that. It's free in the sense that it's been liberated from outside control. Like the Earth Directorate. People can buy what they want. And
晚上开什么节目啊？就跟菜头开节目啊，还能是什么节目呢？
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. But places...
What the fuck?
Security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We best tread carefully.
幸好散弹枪。
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
胡乱输入错误将会令自动安保系统回击哦。回击后门锁会开放，以便管理人员将你尸体拖走。
Activating that terminal sealed the room. We can search for the password to proceed, or, I suspect, triggering the defenses will do the same. Your decision, Commander.
Oh, 观察不够，差一点。看来只好胡乱输入了吗？胡乱抱怨砸键盘，
We may now reactivate the station in the reactor.
变打出又大涨价，又涨，又涨，涨了又涨。运也涨，干。 都涨。
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place. I shall reduce them to a slurry!
同时，成本上我要感谢某个3A 动作游戏，呵呵呵。我是没差，反正我本来就要升级。哦
There. I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with
卢瑟冈田。
Limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
中东经理听你说吗？哈，我一直都用错了。
Wait. Oh no.
Of the strategies of fate for these crimes. Wait. I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And
because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
村长，你真是个家伙。
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot.
This truly is no ploy. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute.
我应该审问他。
That's a wise path. One that shall give me.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds. Yet I
你这边干嘛？
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
看来你并不傻，你想活命老实交代哦。
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't. And to break into this terminal.
你知道谁是谁的终端吗？
I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action, even if you did not know the severity of this.
那村长，你还记得他什么东西吗
The other one must have put me away close to 12 times each.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor.
破坏一个自走机器，还打算再爆出口。
18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
某程度上，这家伙跟我一样格格不入，你不觉得很奇怪吗？
Much as I prefer not to admit it, you may be.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. but I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
算了，你走吧。
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
他是被骗来这里的，对你来说，动机对你来说不重要吗？
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
有听说过灰色地带吗？
Equally, and though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point.
既然冈田是某人棋子，那杀他有什么意义呢？
Dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here.
你确定？我们也算擅长者。
That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way.
作为领袖，我要求你相信我的判断。
You have my trust. But if I am to remain loyal to my morals, I must be convinced.
好，拜托了。
It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice, be gone. You've been
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is an arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an arbiter's scalp.
哦，资料被删除。嗯。 6次处决。 啊， 吹起来暴脾气。两人的评分。
From that terminal, it sounds as if the to what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed, and that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
执政官会不会暗自牵线呢？毕竟他人脉很广。
I couldn't imagine the consul pinning his duties. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. As for Okada, my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
保护国行事原则、道德考量，果然有够奇特。或许你们根本就不讲道德吧。
That's just it. I am supposed to be an objective judge of moral intent, hence my role as a peacekeeper for the Protectorate. How can I maintain this role if I falter?
客观来说，冈田罪不至死啊，你知道吧？
Objectively to whom? Damn it! Forget this. Forget it all. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful and circumstances aside.
先大便。咦？帽子。
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control.
有准备打一仗吗？
Forward to traveling there. Once you sufficiently
目前的发现有改变你的看法吗？
The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle, but potentially. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, excellent.
好，大便。 back， 舒服啊！下一个收集一下。Ew.
This mural. Normally, I would never suggest pilfering from the Sovereign Ordained, but if we can rescue but one piece from it.
Friendly outbound, hold fire.
上面。经过了。
Have you read any worthwhile periodicals of late?
Actually, I'm fairly engrossed in a tome about the gravitational effects on ballistics at the moment. I could add it to the ship's library if you're interested.
Not particularly. Do you happen to have any books about close quarters combat?
Let me think. I know I have Slice of Pie, the geometry of bladed weapons, somewhere. I'll dig it out. It has a lot of illustrations. You might like it.
Bladed weapons are decidedly secondary to bludgeons. But I suppose I could use a minute or two.
Blah, 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 blah. 我不啊！
Protectorate yaysayers are supposed to be good with auto mechanicals because you count on them to cut your woolly cow steaks and tuck you in at night. Are you any different?
I have many talents. Auto-mechanical tending, weapon cleaning and maintenance, reciting Protectorate laws, botanical knowledge, knitting.
Knitting?
Did I say knitting? I meant hitting.
Hitting.
With my hammer. Disregard that.
Oh yo.
Hey now, that's mine.
Oh, sorry.
You lost, strange. I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. Well, don't that beat all? Me, I'm a spread. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow.
所以谁是赢家没关系，你有付你钱就可以了。
That's the idea. Maybe a little bit of Anti's Anyway, you need anything only a humble sprat trapper can provide? Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Hey! But damn it, I can't have anyone spreading word that my sprats are in Go on! We're done here. Shovel.
问，好凶哦！好凶哦！
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return?
The exclusion zone was empty of people.
And the Order Seers. Thank them too.
Thus, if we compare the rates of justification inside the zone.
Any luck with the sprat hunt? You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass.
你的医术。
Be seen.
If we found if a random
Every scientist yearns to visit the Ark.
When I asked, a little token of... Now, will there be anything else?
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist here. You've heard. Now, will there be anything else? How can I be of service? I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to anything. Right as rain. My supply. Thank you. How can I be of service? My supply.
Welcome back. With your help, remarkable. That is enough to get... Words can't begin to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the wounded are still... Well...
Don't know why, but I do feel a bit better. Alva would have liked that, I think.
舒服你，舒服哩，舒服啦，舒服哪？爽。
Thanks to you, the wounded are stabilized and, well...
Let us...
A short-range transmission just came in from Zed. He's requesting we meet him at the Tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should much...
进来继续忙了，波波，好哦，波波。
Observe that formidable structure in the distance. Distance. I hope the device we are after remains within.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
第一神龛，地球。Damn.
That was doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close.
Once you reach the vault, it will all be worth it. Your arrival cannot
Hi.
be more timely.
Gotta say you had me.
Then I come to the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
这边安葬的是祖母跟首任摄政王。
Subject, visiting the intelligence my friends risked all to acquire. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. Resistance inside, but not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research. Reaching the vault will be. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
There's no one else left. Consul
The failure at the Vox, an escaped prisoner, even though...
Don't tell me how to feel, Zeb. You mind your guilt, I'll mind mine.
What the commander said. We thought we were doing the right...
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried.
I can see that.
Glad we're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Slim chance.
Color me surprised.
Must...
Why would the Supreme Arbiter have met with the Consul? No use speculating.
这边叫你出现这边好像不太好，
Understood.
你回去吧。
We should hurry inside before more guards arrive. Have you finished your procrastinations?
出发，出发。
Let's not. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
裹尸布
The better.
就是一件衣服嘛。
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That sentinel dosed splinters out.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
没讲东西干嘛？要虐。禁止吸烟。
Never again will we see her equal.
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition hall?
The last Sentinel who received a tour boasted of spending 30 minutes in Lamentations.
Do you think me incapable of matching his grief?
Not at all, Mr. Women. Please continue.
Let's get him over with! The insides are leaking.
Ah!
Taken care of. Continue. Right there. I'll come to you.
signal. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here.
Hit him hard!
Head return! You're here! Three hole in the head!
卡片，我还开锁啊，没法开锁啊。哦，为什么马桶旁边会有火药啊？为什么啊？炸马桶啊！传了一个不得了的东西在身上。
What did you need, Commander? I'd have expected Zebulon to be a little... At least he had the good sense to call in the... Yeah, maybe. Not sure what to make of it all, really. I'll see what I...
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here. Ah, I see you have come armed.
Damn, the head curator.
班长
I'd hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
Now, hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
他说的对。
I rather think that line...
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really?
Please, if secrecy's your concern.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
那老师，如果现在充分理由，请你赶快说一说。
If we start gunning down civilians,
you need me to clear that moral obstruction for you? This man is an instrument of empire.
I'm kin to the...
Are you? Can you... My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the...
I never have. Fine.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this... You and Niall should turn off the...
going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are Emery tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, who knows? Could come in handy.
你的直觉一向很准，应该多多相信自己的直觉。
Let's keep on.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. But damn it, you turned the automated security forward.
不聊你直接开啊！
You push slow, Commander. Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Perhaps that'll be useful. The code I originally supplied can still be relied upon. 132.
132，谁是1，谁知道是3？要先讲。
Wrong again. The code is 132.
谁是1，谁知道是3？你要讲啊！我他妈怎么知道呢？
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half.
I'm glad to see you were not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my...
你是个道歉 bitch。
I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? In all fairness, he tried to help. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but at least he has Audra. Well, speaking, turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the...
I was hoping for a more subtle incursion.
你早说你出来，他妈！
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack the thermometer. Ah, all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
Must honor the Matriarch.
I knew the Protectorate festered with Niles.
Slow up, Zeb.
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
啊，所以我们还过去查鬼鬼祟祟的，是吧？
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught.
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create everything Arcadia is. All of the suffering that's taken place here. It all could have been avoided. There's more. The skip, our dear Matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better.
那懂得详细说一说吗？
Using this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed Emperor he is, and demolish our erstwhile. Giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate...
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but plus making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing...
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
这想法本来是不错，不过我觉得应该行不通，说服不够要自私。
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
那我是拦不住你。
Shooting me? No.
那是我们劝劝他。
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount.
Do you know how many of my friends died? And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
别这么激动，你没有理解那老师的意思。
I am listening. Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information.
很高兴你学会理智，笨蛋。
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our trap.
Guess this is
only for now. If we...
I want to talk it over with the commander, but... Yeah. What is it?
Oh, 啊，啊！反射式电源步枪。
spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical
There they
body.
are! These are the ruffians who threatened me!
Some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me.
See that they join their friends in the rubble heap and suffer none of the...
We are duty bound to stop this!
Bears out.
Reloading
I will hide all of this. Burn all of my father's
Fastest way forward is through! Love to, but I'm not ready.
Damn it. Zeb was right.
Carefully reloading. Seeking cover. I have disrupted.
Not getting up with that help, Commander.
You think too much.
要虐。然后什么啊？祖母绿还垃圾，哈哈，哦，很贵呢，贵在垃圾。我分解是什么？
We should keep moving, Commander. All right.
我给分解了，问号。掉，好过分！
Don't even know where to start with. At least we were able to talk Zeb. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. But that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
既然真相大白，你对地球理论怎么看？
Expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
你真的很惊讶吗？
Right. And those stories don't tend to end well. Permission to speak candid, Commander.
说啊。
Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand that it ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
人生总是处处面临两个抉择。
Damnedest thing. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance.
希望他不会又背叛我。
If you taught me anything, it's that kind. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy. Something has. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time. Figured that for let's
Your pet mechanical has been something of a nuisance lately. I suspect I should be annoyed, yet I find myself
Oh yo.
Zeb always wanted to bring change to Arcadia. Sure. If it ain't my favorite commander, sure.
Man.
Things take time, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Never more content. Never more content.
Enemy about. I'm locked and stocked.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Huh? What?
I shall
Disturbance
reduce them
detected.
to a slump.
Replenishing my
What? Malcontents. Liquored. Let me know when you need it. Not so bad, come. Appreciate a little help.
Ah. 过去了。
Disruptive influences.
哎，靠腰哦！像你摔死，妈膝盖多烂，杰洛特是不是？
Moving to safety.
I can spy that free. And yes, I must. Disruptive influences. Got trouble making.
为什么不走正门？好，走啊！
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Best turn around. Central Control. I've heard a great deal regarding your exploits within the Protectorate.
I've no desire to slay you, but if you seek to prevent me from pursuing my duties, I will have no other choice.
为什么不让崔展进去？
Arbiter Rao did not report to the consul's summons. Consequently, he is wanted for questioning. It is only our difference in rank that stays my hand from attempting arrest. Very well.
Commander, I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. I did not care for that exchange at all. Regardless, we do have alternate means of ingress. There's also the prisoner entrance on the right. If you're sufficiently
Society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise.
Got eyes on some no good.
I've eyes on a miscreant.
健身房。
Villains abound. Be on guard.
What was... Huh. Right. Back to it.
I am inclined to give chase.
啊，这两个互通哦，真想。
Better take a gander. There, found you.
哎，在这。
Elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order. I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in.
Hmm. 尊享酒瓶。
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine. I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. I simply must live to see it through. You must finish reading through that.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling, yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. Hold. What in blazes?
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Yes, I'm fine. My mentor hated the console and was deep.
There's a simpler explanation.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was.
很明显，他们来发去被杀了，什么精心计划？
That makes sense.
水是谈。
Trust in me, just because the situation looked. Wait.
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit.
Are you insane? Who are...
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
看来我们被跟踪了。
You were indeed. If you thought your trail might be obvious...
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the war effort.
这个稳真不少，大家冷静一点，好好谈谈吧。
Discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken.
水是谈。
At Oculus and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me, slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice.
所以我能让他改变主意，你就可以不杀他。
I would not. But I know the reality.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matter.
就说你们的惩罚跟实际罪行并不匹配啊。
The ex-Protectorate subject there had been mentally refreshed. Killing him would have accomplished.
That's even worse than I thought.
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do.
没人逼你。
What
Ironic. You came here to judge me for what I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
你现在面临的根本性的逻辑错误啊！
There's no protocol for following one's heart, and consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants.
所以是胆子。
It would appear we're in agreement.
Guess a candidate can change his spots.
So, what course of action do we take now?
垂直弹。
It's important for an arbiter to use their force. You may find more questions than answers, but decide.
Uphold justice in my way.
Glory to the Protectorate. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably.
You're showing a lot more restraint these days than I'd expect.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad.
那我们下一步做什么？
This excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired.
你明知道自己在机器人这些借口有失你仲裁官的身份啊！
You lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as Virgil will know what to make of this. He'll.
看来他还没完全改变。
Terminating this fruitless pursuance.
Let the paradigm break.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall unwrap.
你久吧，该吃饭了。先关了，拜拜，晚点开节目。